but if you are from certain, if you've watched certain shows, you've also seen quote unquote bricks that are shipped in plastic bags as well. We won't
That's
dig
funny.
into those, but
We got the Air Jordan 4 OG brick by brick by Nigel himself, and we got a review on feet by my guy, I hope I say his name right, but Jaquise Slade. I do know of him. I do know he's been in the Steve community for some time now. So with that being said, I know we got ourselves in for a treat. Let's go ahead and react to this video. I unfortunately didn't get my hands on this sneaker, which is why we're gonna go ahead and react to this video. But with that being said, I'm super excited to see what's happening with these sneakers. I love the overall box, as you guys can see right here. But with that being said, the link for this video will always, as always, be in the description. But let's go ahead and react and see what you guys say about these sneakers. I love the color. Y'all know I love the color red. I love the two-tone, like the two type of different reds, even though I'm not really a fan of like multiple of the same color. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what we got to say.
Today, we've got a pretty special one. Now, I'm not going to go as far as saying this is the sneaker of the year because I don't feel
We're
like
thinking
this
sneaker
is
of the year already.
but I'll get into that a little bit later. But
Okay,
I do
okay.
think it is one of the most eye-catching and will be one of the most
Yeah, no
popular
cap.
sneakers of the year, if that makes sense.
Okay, I've already seen multiple people with having the sneaker on already. I've seen them in the gym quite crazily. I've seen people on the internet wear them, and I just see them all over the place. I just wanted to have them in my hands, but I couldn't get my hands on them. But it's not too late. It's not too late. So y'all stay tapped in. Matter of fact, y'all hit that subscribe button and notification bell and stay tapped in the channel, because I'm telling you guys, we're gonna have this on the channel very, very soon. But with that being said, yeah, y'all, this is a very beautiful sneaker. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
The Air Jordan 4 OG SP by Nigel Sylvester, also known as the Brick by.
Do y'all know what SP stands for? Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'm not really sure.
Nigel Sylvester on the Air Jordan 4, and it is one of the most complete storytelling packages that we've seen so
I didn't know that
this year. And with that said,
me myself, I was about to buy it straight off looks, literally straight off looks.
Right into it, and you can't even get to the shoes yet because you have to look at the box. This is obviously a custom box. This is how the shoes are going to come. This is the retail packaging, so everyone will
super
get it
tough.
Just like
kind of gives me
this,
vibes like
I
concrete or
really
like
love.
brick.
What they've done is they've made the box look like an actual brick. It's all textured. You can hear it a little bit.
That's crazy.
And they've even added some like discoloration here in white right there.
I wonder what the resale value going on these right now.
The sides are textured as well. And then other thing is the actual bike air is beveled.
And actually, excuse me, y'all, my bad. I forgot to ask y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section, y'all, because you know we watch this together, we watch this as a group. Y'all let me know if y'all caught these down below in the comment section. Cause y'all, I just want to see what y'all thinking about, what y'all likings are, what y'all dislikes are. Just y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section on these sneakers right here.
The bike air on the upper of the box as well. It's a really great collection of little small details that tell the story of the sneaker, and I really love the way that Jordan Brand and Nigel Sylvester put that together. For the official colorway, it is not red as though many people have thought it was red. It is firewood orange, sail, and cinnabar. Now, cinnabar, I imagine, is what is the reddish more color, and the orange, the firewood orange is the more orange parts, but we'll get to those when we actually look at the shoes. But enough about the box. Everything is here, the Jordan Brand logo, and then you get the discoloration there on the back as well. Again, all denoting an actual brick, not a new brick, a brick that's been used, which is great as well. So with that said, let's open up the box, and here we go. And there you go. Here you can actually see, I don't know if you guys can see that, the bike air. You can see the beveled section of the bike air there. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Maybe
a little bit,
there you can see a little bit the beveled.
Well, I'm trying to get straight to the sneakers. Let's get straight to the point.
So the shoes come just like this, in this plastic packaging with this strap around them. It's a Velcro strap. You have the Go on the inside, which is I shouldn't say a throwback, which is a little detail from Nigel Sylvester's sort of own personal branding about going out and doing things. Just go, go, go. Don't hesitate, just go.
Interesting.
So you see that little Go there. You see it has a little pop of color there. Looks really nice. Again, the textured, and then this is the orange, as you can see here. Not exactly red, but
Man, y'all let me know. Do y'all really be caring about these sneaker boxes? Um, yeah, y'all let me know if y'all care about these sneaker boxes. For me personally, I don't really care about the box. I mean, it's a nice, cool thing to have and to have for show, but it's like it's a box. Like,
Orange
I'm trying to
right
see the
there
sneaker, bro.
on
Bro's
the
just talking
side.
about the
Now, these
box.
shoes come like
Yes, let's get into
bricks
the
that are
shoes.
actually at a Home Depot or something like that. But if you are from certain, if you've watched certain shows, you've also seen quote unquote bricks that are shipped in plastic bags as well. We won't
That's
dig into
funny.
those, but this
Is that
kind of
really the
hints
reason?
at those bricks as well.
Bro,
But
Nike is
more
crazy for that.
importantly,
I
the
can't lie. If
bricks
that's
like
really
you
the
find
reason.
at Home Depot. So it
That's
comes with
funny,
this
though.
strap. It's Velcro. I'm not
That's a little funny
sure
thing.
why this strap is blue. Generally, when you go get these pallet of bricks from a store, they're black. If you've been watching the news, you know there was a story in the news about a bunch of these shoes being stolen from a train. And the reason they were able to find out how these shoes were stolen was because Nike placed trackers inside of some of the boxes. Now, I'm not sure if that's what these are, but you see it has these little patches
Them YNs getting caught. That's crazy. Y'all let me know what y'all know about them YNs, y'all. That's so funny.
on the inside of some
Them
of these
YNs out there can
of
outsmart
this
Nike.
packaging here. There's
Nope.
two of them. So I don't know if that's
That's
like an
funny.
RFID tag or something like that, but I'm assuming that it was something like this is how they were able to capture the thieves that stole a bunch of these shoes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. There was basically an old school train heist where they cut the brakes on the train, stole the shoes out, but authorities
They
were
have
able
some
to track them
GTA
because they
type of
placed
situation.
trackers inside of some of the boxes. And I think these are the trackers. I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, let's get in.
First of all, I gotta say, is we really going out of our way to really like stop a whole train for a pair of sneakers? Like, even if you think about it, we're gonna resell the sneakers, and then it's like, then what? Like, now we're left without like I mean, you made the money, you may have made some money, but it's like, then now you have to chase something else. Now I gotta steal something else. Now I gotta steal something else. It's just like it seems like
These
an
they're
unending
inside
cycle of just
these
like
plastic
bad
bags,
habits
kind of
over and
like
over again.
these shoe bags, but they're plastic. And they come wrapped in some
Yes,
paper. Now, I've
sir.
actually
Yes, sir.
already
Yes, sir.
unboxed these.
Bro,
Put
this
them
bag
back in
is
the
doing
box
too
so I could
much.
unbox them here for you guys. Which is why you can see that I've already switched
Ooh,
out the
those is
laces. And
so
I'm just going to
clean,
say it
yo.
now. Before we get too far into
I
this,
ain't gonna lie.
I like the
These
white
might be
slash
my new
stale
favorite
laces
pair
a
of fours.
lot more.
Dang, as y'all can see right here, it says $5.90 right now. I'm guessing that's retail. Should we go ahead and click it, y'all? I feel like we should click it for the plots. Low key. So let's see what they're talking. They said 5. Let's see how much my size is gonna be, matter of fact. Except that's a size 14, bro. If you're wearing a size 14, I don't know what to say. I'm a size like 11, so we paying around like $5.50. Crazy work. They ain't too bad, bro. Can't lie, y'all. I'm gonna pause this real quick. I did indeed react to the whole video, but I realized it wasn't recording. And I don't know why this happens all the time. But we will indeed go ahead and just rewatch it, y'all.
Texture to it. It has a little bit of hair
And
on
yeah,
it, so you
man,
can
that's low
also
key.
see,
But
like,
I
the
hate when that
ship
happens when I record a whole video and I realize the video was not recorded.
in colors.
But it's
as
all
you
good. We're
rub.
gonna have to just suck it
Gets
up.
sent from darker to light, which is a nice touch. And then this is where the whole
sure we still
firewood
recording.
orange comes into play. It's over this part of the upper. Now, the reason why they're using orange for these, one, obviously because bricks are usually this red slash orange color, but a lot of bricks are made out of clay or they're made out of slate, and that's where they get a lot of this color from. The ones that are made out of slate, they actually
sure.
add like iron oxide to turn them a little more reddish to get the red look that bricks are traditionally known for. So that's where you get this coloring here that's on the nubuck parts of the upper. The padding on these are really nice. You can feel it here around the ankle. The tongue padding is a little thinner than usual, or I should say thinner than the skate pair, which is one of my favorite pairs of Air Jordan 4s. It's a little thinner, but it doesn't feel as thin as a normal pair of Jordan 4s. You get the Jumpman on the tongue, which looks really nice. I love the way that pops in that firewood orange color. That
Really
color
does.
just
Them
looks
laces really look
fantastic
nice in
with
the
red
white.
Jumpman against it. And that's how you can really see the difference in the color as well. You can see the firewood orange on the outside, but then you have the red of the Jumpman there on the flight. That really gives you that color difference between what firewood orange is and what the actual Cinnabar is on the shoes. Now, the other detail on the shoes is around the toe box here. Now, this
Yep.
is more of a textured feel that's supposed to feel like the rough feeling of an actual brick. And you get that right along the rand here. It's almost like these little nodules or little bubbles pop up a little bit. You can hear the difference. So if I scratch here, can't really hear anything. But if I scratch here,
That sound makes me cringe. I hate that sound.
you can hear the difference
It's like writing chalk
between
across
the
the chalkboard.
two textures there. And you can see it a little bit there as well, how there's like these little bumps that give it a lot of texture and definitely a nice material change to those. Now, I don't have the wet cement pair that they did for the
Yep.
Paris Olympics, but I wonder if this texture is the same.
And I actually
that-
did pre-pull these up, you guys, and I actually did verify. As you guys can see right here, I'm about to pull this up. The white cement pair actually has that same exact material. As y'all can see if on my mouse cursor. See the switch between the two textures? It is indeed the exact same material from the Paris Olympics Jordan
on the
4.
wet cement pair that they did for the Paris Olympics. So if you have a pair of those, let me know if it looks like this, but obviously it's just in a different color, because I have a feeling that those are pretty similar in regards to how
At least
that
they look
texture
similar. They seem
changes.
similar.
Now, something
Is a
else that
better
they've
word to
done
say.
really nice is the back tab. If you've ever worn a pair of Jordan 4s, you know the back tabs are notorious for messing up your ankles if you wear the wrong kinds of
Sneaker
socks.
is
So this
so
isn't the
P.
full-on plastic back tab that you usually get, but it is a little more pliable. That's the word I'm looking for. It is a little more pliable, so it's not as firm as the other one, but it's not as soft as the one that was on the SB pair. The SB pair was really soft and felt like rubber. This feels like a little like between rubber and plastic. And then also, you obviously can't ignore the bike change from Nike there on the heel, which is a great touch. Obviously, Nigel being a professional BMX biker, it made
Yes,
sense
sir.
to change the Nike to bike because, you know, one, it fits, and so maybe we should start calling this the Bikey Air, Nike Air, Nike
Bikey.
Air, Bike Air. Do you say Nike or do you say Nike? I know overseas.
That's a great
they
question,
say-
y'all. If I hear someone saying Nike in front of me, y'all, I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about, because I haven't heard anybody call Nike Nike, except from like people like abroad or somebody like that's not from like where I'm from, because Nike
Don't
is
say
crazy.
Nike, but whatever. That's what we do here in the U.S. Now, for the rest of the shoe, see the midsole here. It's a painted in that same Cinnabar red color, so it's Cinnabar there, red on there, which is very nice. It looks very smooth. You can tell that it's painted on. You have a sail midsole, which is why I think it pops so much with the white laces. So this is sail. But then
It looks
you have
white
the
to me.
sail laces to kind of add that contrast.
Is sail
And then
supposed to
you
be
go
white? I thought
to the
sail is
outsole.
like
Now, this is not something that I
not
think is
yellowy,
really
but it's like
obvious to people,
off-white.
but if you flip the shoes over, you can see that the midsole actually has two different textures on it as well. Here you have more of a solid rubber, whereas the rest of the midsole, all the way, I would say actually it's just this midsection. This section here of the midsole is translucent red. So it's not the usual same rubber that you get here at the toe and at the heel. They've done something different with this middle section of the rubber that made it translucent, which is a nice little touch. Again, it's all about adding different textures. Again, a brick is a solid color, so adding these little changes in color adds texture to the shoe and allows you to see the different design elements of the shoe. So that change from the translucent rubber to the regular rubber, again, is
Make
another
sure we still
small touch
recording.
to add that change
Traumatized,
that
y'all.
they're
We gotta
doing
make sure we
with the
still
shoes.
recording.
Now, for the marketing plan for these, they did a really great job. Nigel shot a commercial with Lena Waithe. Lena Waithe directed it, and I believe Nigel directed
Bro,
it as
show
well,
us the
where he
commercial, bro.
described the inspiration for
I didn't even
these
get to see the
shoes
commercial.
was bricks, as in
They look so
building
fly on
blocks.
feet,
Now,
paired
we
up with
know
some
that
white
in the world of
socks.
sneaker, a brick can be something that doesn't sell very well. Or
Bro, I'm telling y'all, in the
something that
summer,
doesn't
this sneaker is
resell
gonna be key.
very well. So resellers often
I already
call
see it in the
shoes that
summer
don't
being worn.
resell for a lot of money. They call those bricks. But Nigel has flipped that on his head, where on its head, I should say, as in bricks like building a house. So he's looking at these sneakers as every opportunity or thing that happens to him that's a brick that's helping him build the foundation to get where he is today. He falls down.
Let the man speak. Y'all already what he said right now? I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm in that phase of life right now where it's like each little thing in life is a lesson. Like we're not taking no L's whatsoever. Like each thing we go through, whether it may be a mistake, whether it may be something I guess negative that we didn't want to go that way, I feel like we got to think of it as exactly how he said. It's a building block. It's what shapes you. It's what actually gets you to the point that you're going to be to your full potential. So with that being said, that's a great way to think about things. And with that being said, this actually reminds me of the Jordan 4 Fears. Now that's for a whole different video. So if you want to see this whole storyline about those shoes, I talked about it in a review. So with that being said, go ahead and check out the info card up here somewhere. But I just love how Jordan sticks with the good storylines, and there's storylines that actually have meaning.
Lands a trick,
I think that's super dope.
Deal, that's a brick. He learns something new, that's a brick. All these things are helping him build the house of Nigel Sylvester, and this shoe is a physical manifestation of that brick building of the house. Now, other details on the shoe, there's a few more. The wings here, there, again, that same sort of mid-section between plastic and rubber, not as hard as they usually are, and not as, generally there's like a separation here, like a bigger piece, but these are all one piece that's a little softer. The back of the tongue has been changed as well. Now it says Jordan Biking Company 2017, which is when Nigel was signed with Nike. So Jordan
He's been signed with Nike for a minute.
And
that man ain't been catching them checks.
You don't get the
literally
Jordan brand hit there on the back of the tongue. And the other thing is, obviously you get the sail laces and the red laces. I'm gonna switch out these red or firewood orange laces and put the white ones in here as well. But then you also get custom insoles as well. Now these insoles are not the best. They're the Dream Cell insoles. And as you can see, it's pretty flimsy, so it's not going to be very comfortable, but it does have the go hit.
Do y'all be switching on laces? Or not your laces, but do y'all be switching the soles in your shoes? I'm just curious because I actually have never actually done this myself, but I know of other people have done it for many different reasons. Whether it may be comfort, maybe they want to add a couple inches to their height. But I actually never have personally done this. Y'all let me know if y'all have, because that means I need to get my game up on them so I can give you guys some game on some of the best soles that you guys should get. With that being said, I do want to say I do a lot of sneaker game reviews, a lot of sneaker game just videos on my channel. So if you do like that type of content, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. With that being said, and matter of fact, while you're there, go ahead and hit that notification bell, because I'm telling you guys we're posting videos every single day, and you want to keep your game on point.
There's a little bit of cushioning there, but you know, with that sort of stability in there, that's not going to give you much protection and not going to make the shoes very comfortable for you. So I would recommend switching those out and putting in something like the Move All Day insoles. Those are the ones
Move All Day. I never heard of those. I need to get on game.
Like a sponsored ad by them. I do work with them, but I also use them in all of my retros, so I stand behind them pretty much 100%. So if you're looking for a different insole, maybe that's the direction that you go. Now, these are going to be hard to get, and I hate when that happens, but I also understand why that happens. There's supposed to be about 50,000 of these that are going to be made, so these are going to be challenging to get. There's tons of raffles and things that are happening right now, so make sure you enter some of those raffles if you really want to get your hands on a pair of these. Also, they're going to be dropping on sneakers.
What is the likeliness of me getting a pair of sneakers from these raffles?
Sneakers is another opportunity for you to grab yourself a pair. But overall, I like the idea of a brick, of building bricks. Like when Nigel skateboards, he stacks up bricks and a piece of wood and he jumps off of those. Again, the definition of brick always changing, of building and using it as a building block, as using it as opposed to using it as something that is negative. I love the idea. I love the storytelling. It adds a little bit of nostalgia, and it shows Jordan Brand is willing to tell some deeper stories around other athletes that aren't just Michael Jordan.
That's definitely super dope.
It shows the diversity of the brand and how the brand is sort of diversifying the messaging that they're doing right now, which I think is something that they need if they want to continue to bank on retros as the main revenue generator for the brand. I would love them obviously to do some more innovative things, but this is where things are going to stand right now. As far as comfort goes, if you wear 11, buy an 11. I'm usually between 11 and 11 and a half, and these feel just fine at an 11. I've been wearing them for the last couple of days, and I think they fit pretty well. I don't think I don't. They
So
don't
true to
feel too
size. Y'all
snug. They
heard
don't
it.
feel
True to
too
size. If
loose.
y'all finna cop a pair,
Final
you size 10, go
detail
ahead and
that you
cop a
should
size
probably know
10,
about before
11,
we get out of
cop a
here
size
is
11, and
that
so on.
the netting is not the same as the regular Jordan 4. There is actually a backing behind this netting that's not going to make the shoes very breathable, although there is like a reflective area underneath the netting, so there is a little bit of reflection there that you can see on the netting parts that are here on the bottom of the tongue, and then they're also there on the inside, on the medial side of the shoe. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick look at these. I am a fan as far as being sneaker of the year. I don't think this is the sneaker of the year. I don't think a retro can really be stated as the sneaker of the year.
That's crazy, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts on that. I've never really thought about it that way, but now it kind of makes sense because the retro is a like a pair of shoes that dated back in time. So kind of makes sense for this not to be a sneaker of the year because it didn't come out this year. So it would make sense to give it something that came out this year. It was a little bit more innovative. But with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about that take. Would y'all still consider a retro sneaker a sneaker of the year for 2025? And if so, is this your sneaker of the year so far for 2025? Let me know in the comment section down below. But with that being said, if you're like, I like the sneaker interview, I kind of like this review, but I want to see something from Moi, something that I've actually talked about myself, something I've actually gave my first impressions on and unboxed and actually went through with you guys, go ahead and just check out this playlist right here where I have a bunch of different options on some Jordans. We got Adidas and basically just all different types of flavors. I'll see you in that one.